Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, this unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus that's inside this box. This morning, had to take my wife's car in to get her brakes worked on, but I made sure I made that appointment really early so I could be back here and wait for FedEx to show up with this package because I had to sign for it and I did not want to miss out on this today. So we're going to go ahead and open the box, and then we're going to get into the unboxing. I do not have the Samsung Galaxy S8 or the S8 Plus anymore. Had those devices, and I had the Note 8. But there is a Note 8 in the house, actually two of them. So I can borrow my son's or my wife's and do a comparison with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. And I have quite a few other devices that we can do some challenges with, whether it's in display, whether it's the speakers, whether it's performance, functionality. You're going to let me know down below what you want to see. Now, the device that I'm trading in for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is this device, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Samsung's going to give me $300 as a trade-in, but if you want, I can do some comparisons before I ship the S7 Edge out. You let me know down below. Paperwork. And here it is. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to look at everything really quick that's inside this box. I'll get it booted up. We'll start it from the beginning. And then we'll do a little bit of hands-on first impressions. And then we're going to let the reviewing process begin here on my Project 13. So continue to watch. And again, I appreciate your time. Let's get this thing going. Wow, that is a beautiful looking device. Totally loving that fingerprint reader right where it's at beneath those two 12 megapixel shooters. f2.4, f1.5 dual aperture. And yes, I'm going to be testing that area out. Taking some pics, shooting some video. Wow. This is going to be a fun reviewing process. And there's two areas that I'm mainly concerned about. Shooting video in the dark while in my car vlogging. I'm going to make sure that I pay attention to any kind of focus hunting. And I don't mind a little bit of focus hunting. Let's go ahead and power up the S9 Plus. On the right hand side, the power button. And then on your left hand side, you have your volume rocker and your Bixby button, which I'm not going to be using. So let's go ahead and power this up while I talk a little bit about what my plans are. And of course, you're going to let me know what you want from me as well. And I will do my best to accommodate the requests. I may not get to all of them, but I'll do my best. But front-facing video as well while vlogging as far as that focus hunting. The S8, S8 Plus had some issues. There were some software updates, and those two devices got better. On the Note 8, not really struggling with that device in that area. A little focus hunting, a little extra shakiness, that's not going to be a deal breaker for me. But when there's an excessive amount of focus hunting, shakiness, even with optical image stabilization or digital stabilization, that's a problem. Jello effect, a lot of lens flare. A little lens flare doesn't bother me either. To each our own as far as what we want and what we don't want. My want is to just bring the best that I can through my experiences, as long as you remember they're my experiences and not yours, and just get what you can out of the reviewing process. But there we go. I'm going to start this device. But yeah, I mean, up top you got your SIM tray, and you will be able to expand your memory with this device. And you got a mic right there, and down below you got a mic, you got your speaker, USB Type-C port, your headphone jack. Definitely loving the fact that they kept it. They could have easily gone away from that, and they didn't. Up top you have your earpiece that doubles up as the secondary speaker as well. So this is going to be a fun device. Yes, it feels like the S8 Plus a little bit, but it also has its own feel. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels a little bit different from the S8 Plus. The bezels up top, a little bit slimmer, and at the bottom as well from the S8 Plus. This is looking good. Before I start setting the device up, let me just show you the difference of the S7 Edge Coral Blue to the S9 Plus Coral Blue. And look at that. You can see the light shimmering off the backs, and you can see me there. Anyway, yeah, but I definitely like this blue a lot better. Nothing wrong with this coral blue over here, but I love the blue. It's more blue, okay? It's almost like a teal blue over here, but both sexy in their own right. But man, totally digging the look, the aesthetic feel of the S9 Plus with the glass back, metal frame. You got that 2K display at the 18:9 aspect ratio. You know me, I love the 16:9 aspect ratio. I love huge devices, but this is not a small device. It feels just right, actually. I mean, I like it. I like smartphones bigger than this, but this feels really good in comparison to this. But I'll do some, I'll bring up some other devices here in just a moment as I get this going and get this started. So I'll be right back. I did want to point out, as I'm setting up my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, protect your phone. Prevent others from using this phone without your permission by activating device protection features. Set up intelligent scan, set up your face recognition, set up iris scanner, set up fingerprint scanner, set up PIN, pattern or password, or no thank you. So there's many different ways to protect your S9 Plus here, and it's whatever you're comfortable with. I usually do a pattern, but in the fingerprint scanner as well. But I may get into using the intelligent scan and face recognition as well. But I'm not going to do it during this video. I'm just going to go ahead and skip this process. I just wanted you to see the options. There's many options here to choose from. I went ahead and set up the fingerprint reader so we can see how fast it works. Again, the placement should be a lot easier for those of you who just did not like it up on the right-hand side of the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, and the Note 8. So, better setup. So let's go ahead and turn on the S9 Plus. Bam. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Very quick, very responsive. No stick. No lag, feathery smooth. Let's go into my Google page here. Scroll up and down. No stick, no lag. 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage. Totally loving that. Expandable storage. And we'll watch a little video here and listen to the dual speakers. Qualcomm Snapdragon 835. A lot going on with this device. skip. Super AMOLED display, 2K display.
Defensive rating, that is 6th best right now in the NBA. Mark Davis.
Speaker.
Here's Dame in the front court.
Where the earpiece is.
Led by Dragic deep.
And down below, right there.
Dame coaches in us. 3-pointer straight away.
Look at that.
Fouled by Dragic. Blazers will have one more crack. Dame spins away from Olynyk. Tosses over to Zach. Spins away. 2 to shoot. He does. He scores. 3-point shot for Zach.
So yeah, that's looking really, really good. Okay. So everything looking great. You got your toggle area, your settings area, all this looking pretty much what you're used to seeing from your Samsung Galaxy devices. We can go down to about phone, to software, and you can see right there we're running 8.0.0. So that's basically the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Just really quickly going over it, hands-on, how it feels, how it looks. Aesthetically, it's a beautiful looking device. I love the color. I love the dual camera setup, the fingerprint reader. Yeah, testing that dual aperture is going to be amazing, especially in low light. The 2K display looking great. Speakers sounding good. We're going to do a speaker comparison, probably a display comparison. This device, most likely, who knows, will end up being the consumer-friendly powerhouse device of the year. Okay, along with the S9, probably the Note 9 as well. The S8 and the S8 Plus, Note 8, they're just great smartphones, and for the average consumer all around, they just meet so many requirements. The only thing that's missing on this device is a 4K display. Now imagine a 4K Super AMOLED display. Wow. I mean, it's got everything else. Wireless charging, fast charge. It's water resistant. It's got the headphone jack. It's got dual speakers. What else could you ask for, man? A beautiful 2K display. It's just missing the 4K display. The Sony Xperia XE Premium. Let's get this open up here. Oop, showing off everybody my pattern. Does that really matter? No, it doesn't really matter. We're going to go into YouTube really quick, and I'm going to just play a couple tunes here and see the difference in a very short speaker comparison. Okay? Now, to me, the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is a little bit louder. They both sound great. But the speakers definitely on the S9 Plus doing the job. Quick speaker comparison. I'll be doing more of this later. Okay. So, as far as the look, got that square body, rounded edges on the S9 Plus. Yeah, the square body on the Sony. I dig this design right here by Sony. I know they're changing up their game, but I really hope that they don't truly go away from what a lot of us really like. But really digging the look of the S9 Plus and how it feels in hand. Fingerprint magnets. Man, look at that. A little bit taller. 6.2-inch display, by the way, on the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. There's the Moto Z2 Force. I mean, just there's a lot of sexiness going on with these devices. A lot of sexiness. You know what I'm saying? obviously a lot taller over here. In the S7 Edge. Got some bezels up top and bottom. 16:9 aspect ratio. Basically, you got the 16:9 aspect ratio of both these devices over here too. And let me show you my Razer phone, which is going to be a lot bigger. Of course, you can't beat the dual speakers. We're going to do a comparison with that. And the ZTE Axon 7. Okay. Really square device. Super square, super sharp corners compared to even the Sony. So there we go. Quick comparison, a little speaker test, little visuals there as far as video. I can show you really quick the camera. And you can see that all your settings are up here. Food, panorama, pro, live focus, auto, super slow. Going to be testing that out. AR emoji. Going to be testing that out right there too as well. And don't want to do that yet. And hyperlapse. So from what I'm understanding, in 4K 60 frames per second, you can only do like 5 minutes worth of video, and that's probably to prevent from overheating, save battery life, save storage. But you know what? That should be left up to the consumer. That shouldn't be controlled by Samsung with their devices. I understand why they're doing it logically, but again, that should be up to us and how we want to use our devices. But the super slow-mo is 960 frames per second as well. So there's a lot going on in the cameras as far as auto and manual, and with the dual aperture, that's going to automatically do it by itself. It's going to detect the consistency of the light in low light situations or in daylight situations, and it's going to automatically do it unless you're in pro mode, and then you can adjust that aperture yourself, and you can play around with all the settings in there. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the cameras when it comes to the S9 Plus. And so we'll be testing some of that out as well. But I really want to get into the early morning vlog with this device and make sure there's not a lot of focus hunting and using the front facing camera and shooting video. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I know this is a little lengthy, but you know what? I really wanted to spend a little time with this device. I wish I had the S8 or the S8 Plus still to do a comparison. But again, if you want to see even going up against the new Nexus 6 that I just recently brought in for 162 smacks. But yeah, we got the S7 Edge that has to go back to Samsung. So if you want to see anything in comparison to that, you just let me know down below. And the Note 8 is in the house, so I'll be able to do that comparison as well. But hey, man, thanks everybody for tuning in. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus in the house. Peace. I am out. Hey, by the way, thanks for watching. Please share this video on all your social media. Now I'm out.